Hey, it's the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Back to boxing. Crazy news, man. Crazy news. Apparently, Solomon wants Canelo to fight Triple G in Mexico City. Now, Solomon is the WBC president, and so it's a really big deal that he's saying things like this because he's the president of an organization. He should be neutral in his opinion of where the fight should be. You know, the sanctioning bodies can tell you have to fight this guy, but they can't tell you where. You know, that's up to Canelo and Triple G to tell you exactly where to fight. Now, I was sort of shocked that the WBC president would say something like this. Apparently, there's this guy called Ellie Setback. He does ES News reporting. Apparently, he interviewed Solomon, and Solomon basically admitted that, yeah, man, he thinks this fight would be great in Mexico. And it's wild that I'd hear the WBC president saying this. A lot of people think it's unfair that Triple G will have to go to Mexico. You know, if it happens. Of course, it's not set in stone, but you know, a lot of people don't want it to happen in Mexico. It actually, Eric Gomez, the president of Golden Boy Promotions, Canelo's promotion company that he's under right now, thinks it's actually a bad idea that Canelo fights in Mexico. Now, Eric Gomez, like I said, the president of Golden Boy Promotions, talk about how Canelo has stamina problems and how the elevation is so high in Mexico and how he'll gas out because Canelo has cardio problems, apparently, right? He'll say he can fight like 2 minutes of every round and then gas out for a minute. Oh, no, actually, he says Canelo couldn't fight hard for more than 1 minute of every round, right? And then he would then exhaust himself to be ineffective for the last 2 minutes of a round. So basically, he said he can only fight for 60 seconds, and then he gasses out for the last 2 minutes of the round. And it's wild. I've never seen. It's just shocking to see the president of Golden Boy Promotion actually says Canelo has stamina problems to the effect that Canelo gasses out within 1 minute of each round. You know what I mean? He basically says that Canelo can only fight 1 of 3 minutes, which is he basically losing every round. You know, which is wild. You know, you wouldn't think Eric Gomez would say something like that against his own fighter. So it's pretty crazy, man. I'm pretty shocked. Usually I just glance over an article, but I really read this one thoroughly. I put it in the description so you can see yourself. But this is wild, man. Now I'm really curious to see where this fight's gonna be. A lot of people thought the fight was a robbery. Me personally, I thought Canelo edged it out. I think he did more, but it was a close fight nevertheless. But we're gonna see where this fight takes place at. I mean, definitely where the place matters. You know, in my opinion, I've been seeing too many fights in Vegas. I've been seeing too many fights. You know, it's just too many fights in Vegas. So maybe like New York or something. You know, or Texas too. Like with Canelo fights, usually he fights in Vegas or Texas. You know, I'm not liking those places for Canelo. At least like, you know, I don't want the same. I just want it in different places. You know what I mean? Mexico wouldn't be bad if it was more neutral. You know, I know Triple G has a lot of Mexican fans. I actually live in Albuquerque, New Mexico, so I know that. It's weird, man. I mean, most Mexicans out here like Triple G over Canelo. It's pretty crazy. So I'm telling you right now, I have experience of talking to a lot of Mexicans, and a lot of them think Triple G he's more Mexican friendly. He comes forward. He has that Mexican style, that come forward, throw power. But you know, the only difference between Triple G and a Mexican fighter is, you know, Triple G hits a little bit harder. You know, he hits harder. He can actually stop you. Mexican fighters tend to throw a lot of punches, but they don't really stop you quick. Triple G will stop you quick. You know, so Triple G, you know, his come forward aggressive style is more tailored toward Mexican fans than the Canelo, you know, boxing type style. You know, if Canelo's fighting someone big as him, they can take his power and they're not going to sleep. You know, if Canelo fights someone smaller than him or his size, then he's not going to be able to do anything with him. You know, Triple G was able to hurt a big Daniel Jacobs. You know, a guy who came in, you know. He didn't do the same day weigh-in. He came in 170 plus. So, you know, Triple G hurt that guy. You know, he dropped him bad. You know what I mean? So, you know, we've seen Triple G fight bigger opponents. We'll see what Canelo does with this fight, man. Like I said, I mean, we'll see where this fight happens, but it's sort of shocking to see the ABC president telling people where they should fight, and he's the president of an organization that should be neutral. Let me know how you guys feel about that, man. I think it's pretty sketchy, man. It's pretty sketchy. Let me know how you guys feel about it. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Peace.